Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. So today's tutorial will be on this look here, and I actually filmed this on a client of mine. You guys requested it, so I went ahead and filmed it for you guys. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get right into it. So for a base, I'm just taking my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW15. Then I went ahead and set that with my Rcma No Color Powder. Now this step is really important because I don't want her base to crease, so I went ahead and set pretty heavily. That way everything is locked in and the shadows will not budge. The very first transition shade I'm going to use is this one from Makeup Geek. It's in the color Frappe. I use this on almost all of my clients that are very light to medium skin tones. It works amazing. It's just the perfect peachy nude to transition into the deeper shades. We're going to go ahead and start building intensity. So I'm using this shade called Morocco from the Anastasia palette, and I'm taking this on a smaller brush and starting to pack it into the outer corner. After a while, I noticed I needed more coverage, so I just went back to my MAC 224. This brush covers a larger area, so I decided to use this instead. Alright guys, no andamos con chingaderas. We need to bump it up a notch. I'm taking this shade called Fudge from the Anastasia palette with my Morphe M514 brush. I'm going to slowly start building this up on the outer crease and slowly bringing it into the fold of my eye. Very careful not to cover too much of the transition. Then to smoke things out even more, I'm taking the shade Noir from the same palette, and I'm going to slowly start building this up. Black can be really intense, so the lower on the crease you work, the easier it's going to be. That way you don't have a big muddy mess. I'm still using the same Morphe M514 brush just to diffuse the edges and kind of blend everything together. To cut the crease, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair, and I'm going to go ahead and take this on my Coastal Scents Flat Shader brush. Any brush will work as long as it's really, really flat and thin. So I'm slowly creating the shape that I want, but I'm not dragging it all the way across because I want to create like an ombre effect on the outer portion. So here I'm taking my Rcma powder again and just setting that. You don't want to look all crazy and creasy, so this step is really important. Taking the shade Morocco with my Morphe M433 brush, I'm just going to sweep this across the outer corner to create like an ombre effect. The lashes I'm going to use are these from Koko lashes. They are in the style Demi G's, and I'm popping these right on. Really nice and wispy and full. I felt like these were appropriate for the look that we were going for. After applying lashes, I go ahead and apply liner, and this one that I'm using is from Mellow Cosmetics. It is their black gel liner. I'm not creating a wing. This liner is kind of tapering into the smokiness on the outer corner. For the glitter liner, I'm taking the Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitter in the shade Midnight Cowboy. It's pretty because it's like a silver and a gold mixed together, so it pops really nicely. The applicator is super easy to use, and it's water resistant. I don't find that it smears or smudges easily. Moving on to complexion, I am just prepping your skin using the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. This stuff works amazing. It keeps you matte throughout the day, and it really blurs any fine lines or large pores. It is magical. It's fucking bomb. Every client is very unique in skin tone. So for Jenna, I mixed in NC15 and NW15 from the MAC Pro Longwear collection. After applying a bit of this, I noticed it was still a little too warm, so I took this Graftopian palette and mixed in a little bit of a cool tone foundation just to kind of create a better shade for her. After doing makeup on clients for so long, you start to kind of know the skin. You start to really get to know your client's skin, and you just know what works best. 9 out of 10 times I always mix foundations because no one's skin is going to be the exact same. Nobody. We all are very unique. We have our own undertones, and I always find myself mixing 2 different colors or 3 different colors to create the perfect shade. I always tell their artists there should be a reason to your rhyme. There should always be a reason you're using a certain product, whether that's based off skin type, skin tone, skin concern. There's just so much more to it than just throwing on makeup. And one last thing, because I know I'm going to see it in the comment section, I just know it. I'm going to spare you the time it's going to take you to type that comment out. If you don't like full coverage makeup, if you don't like heavy makeup, keep it moving. This is just what works best for my clients, and that's it. Ay que muera. You know what I mean? You don't have to do what I do. Cada quien. For the under eyes, I'm using the Kat Von D translucent powder, just setting pretty heavily under the eyes and applying a little bit of this all over the perimeter of the face as well. Since Jenna's so fair, I like to use the Benefit Hoola bronzer on her, and I like to apply this onto the hollows of the cheeks and slowly start bringing this product up into the temple area to create a little bit more warmth to the skin. You guys tell that I like using powders quite a bit. I feel like powder makes the skin look so much more flawless, matte, and it locks everything in. So here I'm just taking my MSF in the color Light Plus, and I'm going to blend this out so that the bronzer doesn't look like it's just stamped on. For highlighter, I'm taking Artist Couture's Gold Digger shade, and this is their Diamond Glow powder. It's beautiful. It sparkles like a silver with a golden undertone to it. I really love it. To bring out Jenna's beautiful blue eyes, I'm just taking Fudge from Anastasia and I'm running this right underneath the lash line. Here's the thing is Jenna has super sensitive eyes. I struggle so much to do her liner, but we decided to just do shadow for this look because I didn't want to torture her. I applied mascara. You guys can already see. I know she low-key wants to like cut me. I know it. Look at her. Thumbs up for this video because she took it like a G. As for a lip color, I went ahead and applied Kat Von D's Bow and Arrow. I didn't want to overthrow or overpower the eye look that we went with, so I just wanted to keep things pretty neutral on the lips. And then apply a little bit of setting spray to lock everything in. And that's pretty much it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Again, if you want to see more of these videos, give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. I'll go ahead and see you beauties in my next one.